Here are 4 scouts, 2 siblings, and 3 adults of Troop 30 out for our very first backpack that we could ever remember the troop doing. So it's been quite a long time. We're here in the Charles C. Deam wilderness of Hoosier National Forest. We're going to essentially be trying to do the Blue Diamond Trail, plus a few little side things for some geocaching maybe. So it's pretty cool, unseasonably cool actually. Probably 10 to 15 degrees colder than what the average would be. We're going to get down to 30 to 32 tonight. And supposedly be a pretty decent day tomorrow, but only about mid-50s. So we're looking forward to it. Going down the Sycamore Trail to start with. So we'll be going counterclockwise, I guess.
You'll have to hold on to the bars for me, Andy.
Oh, okay. Dang, Dad, I'm getting pushed down there. You will.
Part of being a wilderness area is when things like this come down, they aren't allowed to use chainsaws. They can only use hand tools.
Hatchets!
Hatchets and saws. You can see we have a fair bit of water on the trail. We got a lot of rain the last day and a half. I'm surprised the trail is in this good a shape actually. In fact, while we were coming down, driving through Spencer, we saw several law enforcement water rescue units being deployed going north on 231. So a lot of flooding on the Eel River and White River and such, so someone must have gotten themselves in trouble. Well, unfortunately, site number 2 was taken, which is where I'd hoped that we could camp. And the boys voted not to go where my sons and I went 2 years ago, up that little side valley across from number 2. So we are continuing down the Sycamore Trail. You can see it is a little creek now, to find the next available location to camp. Well, as it turns out, we should have turned north where campsite 2 was and gone where the boys and I had gone to before a couple of years ago. But campsite 3 was full as well. It's kind of down over there. So we ended up climbing up on the top of this ridge and made our little campsite last night. We did get frost. We actually got a little rain too. Well, we finally got moving and following along on the opposite side of the creek. The path is over there on the other side, but I knew we were going to have to cross it up here, so I figured I'd save the boys the hassle of that. So we're just doing a little off-trail work. And indeed, within like a few minutes, we were back on the path. This is where it crosses officially.
Over the bridge! Fly! No! Splat.
No, you hear a lot of like roaring and stuff.
No, that's the water.
Dad, can we take a water break?
Well, we tried finding the national pastime geocache, but have to log a DNF for that one. We did find the pond, and we took the bearing from, at least from the website coordinates. You know, they showed that that was actually in the pond, so it makes it kind of challenging to take a bearing in distance when you can't just walk out in the middle of the pond there. But looked around for probably just 10 minutes because didn't want to waste too much time because we're moving relatively slow. I think we're going to be adjusting our plan. I don't believe that we'll finish the 13 miles of the Blue Diamond Trail at the current rate that we're going. So we'll make some sort of shortcut. Well, we've finished the Sycamore Ridge Trail.
What does she mean by target practice with all those guys?
Yeah, I already said.
We finally came across our very first blue diamond. Yay!
Everybody gets cake! Frank Kermit the Frog!
There's another one straight ahead. And we found several of the geocaches. 3 out of 4 found the fly and the flue, who's in the fireplace area back there. We found the frog prints across the valley and his stash off in that general area. But we could not locate the tree monster that should have been right up there. We did go investigate further up Lake Monroe to see if there'd be a suitable campsite there, but it was taken. But we did locate a bunch of trash that we need to pack out. You're welcome, boaters or whoever that left all this junk there. Troop 30 will be taking care of it for you. Well, we came back toward the creek from the ruins. You can see just this faint little path here that's an unofficial trail, and set up our sites here on this nice little flat area right before the Axum Creek and whatever branch it is that came in down that valley. It's probably just another branch of Axum Creek. We camped just down there. Just up the trail a little ways is a small little campsite on the other side of this nice little creek. Here's another pile of trash that actually wasn't a trash bag, but when I was kind of doing a little recon last night, I found right over there, somewhat half buried. I'm really not sure how I'm going to manage to carry all this out in addition to the amount that I already have on my back, but we'll figure it out. Well, here is our combined trash can. You can see the size of my pack, the size of the trash can that I wrapped in the polycryo ground cloth.